It's foreign for most people to conceptualize what that means when we often say meditation is when your mind is silent. We are addicted to the idea of thought, and we live under the motto of I think, therefore I am, and that runs our existence for the most part of our life. Sometimes sleep is an exception to that rule. So facing that challenge of battling that treadmill of thought is an initial challenge sometimes for meditation practitioners. But the first step would be to actually observe that we have thought, that we are dominated by our thoughts and we are running on that treadmill of thought, and that's actually controlling us. We're not thinking, therefore we are. Our thoughts are controlling us. And so where are we? would be a take on it. But so that's the initial step, getting beyond being controlled by our thoughts and finding out that there is silence. That's mental silence. It's not a very dynamic place, but it's a state which starts us on the path to meditation. Getting beyond, getting deeper into that state would be to understand that our thoughts are like a sine wave. So if we imagine our thoughts like a sine wave, it may be a very busy, active sine wave, or it may be slightly slower. We may have very concrete thoughts. Did I turn off the stove? Is the garage door open? Or they may be incredibly abstract, but we're having lots and lots of them, and there are different studies that tell us how many thoughts we're having in a day. Observable thoughts. But between each one of those peaks is a gap. So we are jumping from peak to peak, thought to thought to thought. But in meditation, we begin to focus on that gap between each thought. In Sanskrit, that word is vilamba. It's the gap, the space between two thoughts. And meditation happens in that gap. And reaching into the deep depth, dynamic depth of that gap between our thoughts, where our thoughts actually don't exist. They are irrelevant. We are not only in control of them, we are able to tell them to sleep. Reaching into the deep depths of that silence is thoughtless awareness, where we are completely connected, not only to ourselves, but to the world around us. And that's really what's described as yoga, that union of that which exists from within us and that which exists all around.